The Israelites had just experienced a miraculous victory at Jericho. The air was filled with jubilation and songs of praise as they celebrated their triumph. It was a moment of immense joy and relief, a testament to their faith and perseverance. The walls of this mighty city had crumbled before them, not by their own strength, but by the power of God. The seemingly impregnable fortifications fell with a mighty crash, a clear sign that their God was with them, guiding and protecting them. This victory, however, was not just a testament to God's power. It was also a test of the Israelites' obedience. They had to follow God's commands to the letter, showing their unwavering faith and trust in His plan. God had given them specific instructions regarding the spoils of Jericho. These instructions were clear and precise, leaving no room for personal interpretation or deviation. They were not to take anything for themselves. Everything was to be destroyed or consecrated to the Lord. This was a crucial test of their discipline and loyalty, ensuring that they remained humble and devoted. This command was not arbitrary. It was a test of their loyalty and a reminder that the victory was God's alone. By obeying, they acknowledged that their success was not due to their own might, but to divine intervention. Following the fall of Jericho, Joshua sent spies to scout out Ai, a seemingly insignificant city compared to Jericho. The spies moved cautiously, observing the city's defenses and gathering crucial information. The spies, confident after the victory at Jericho, reported back that only a small force would be needed to capture Ai. Their confidence was bolstered by their recent success, leading them to underestimate the challenge ahead. This assessment, however, proved to be a grave miscalculation, based on human judgment rather than divine guidance. The Israelites faced a harsh reality check as their small force was soundly defeated, a humbling reminder that they needed to rely on God's wisdom rather than their own. The Israelites, acting on the spies' report, sent a small contingent to attack Ai. Confident in their recent victory at Jericho, they believed a smaller force would suffice to conquer this seemingly insignificant town. The spies had assured them that Ai was weak and could be easily overpowered. What followed was a shocking defeat. The men of Ai, though fewer in number, fought with unexpected ferocity and tactical skill. The men of Ai routed the Israelite force, killing 36 Israelite soldiers. The Israelites, caught off guard and unprepared for such resistance, found themselves fleeing in panic. The impact of this defeat was devastating. The loss of 36 men was not just a numerical setback, it was a blow to the morale and spirit of the entire camp. The victory at Jericho had filled the Israelites with confidence, but this unexpected loss sent shockwaves through the camp. They had been riding high on the wave of their miraculous triumph, only to be brought low by a seemingly minor adversary. They had gone from an incredible high to a crushing low. The contrast between their recent jubilation and their current despair was stark and painful. Their morale plummeted and fear and doubt began to grip their hearts. The soldiers, once so sure of their divine favor, now questioned their standing and their future. This defeat was not just a military setback. It was a spiritual crisis. The Israelites had believed that their victories were assured by their covenant with God. The Israelites began to question their God. Had He abandoned them? Was their faith misplaced? The questions gnawed at their hearts and minds. Had He lost His power? The altar, once a place of confident offerings, now stood as a symbol of their uncertainty and lost faith. They had witnessed His mighty hand at Jericho, but now, faced with a seemingly weaker enemy, they had suffered a humiliating defeat. The juxtaposition of their past victory and present failure left them in a state of confusion and despair, questioning the very foundations of their faith and purpose. The defeat at Ai was not a random event, nor was it a sign of God's weakness. It was a direct consequence of disobedience. While the Israelites were celebrating their victory at Jericho, a man named Achan had secretly taken some of the forbidden spoils. He had allowed greed and covetousness to take root in his heart, leading him to disobey God's clear command. Achan's sin, though hidden from human eyes, was not hidden from God. What Achan failed to realize was that sin is not a private matter. His actions had consequences that extended far beyond himself. His disobedience had brought sin into the camp of Israel, and it had broken their covenant relationship with God. When confronted by Joshua, Achan confessed his sin, revealing the stolen items hidden in his tent. The community was shocked and dismayed by his actions. As a result, Achan, along with his family and possessions, was brought to the valley of Achor. There, he and his family faced the ultimate punishment for his disobedience, death by stoning and burning. A large pile of rocks was placed over him as a reminder of the consequences of disobedience. After Achan's punishment, the Israelites renewed their covenant with God, restoring their relationship and moving forward with a renewed sense of purpose and commitment. Are you ready for the next chapter? Just click here to go straight to it.